Hey guys, how's it going? So we got another car up today. So this is a 1970 Plymouth Superbird. This is a later model. It's a 2007 edition. This is the American Muscle Elite edition. There's the box there. So this one is 1 out of 1254, but unfortunately they don't, from what I could tell, they don't label the chassis on these cars. Kind of a shame. Just wanted to get the box in the picture here first before we move on to the car. Show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so yeah, this is an Elite edition, so it's more detailed. They took the detail up quite a bit from prior years. A little bit more functions on these cars. I'll just show you here. This one's painted in plum crazy purple. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys something here. Something else I didn't notice when I bought this car. Actually, two things. I just noticed one of them now. But so I bought this. I think it was in early 2020. So this is an Elite Edition car, but it doesn't have. They got the sill plates on the doors there. So you can see that there. Yeah, right here. But as you notice, the other side was missing, and I was kind of duped on this car, to be honest with you. I bought it. I paid not a huge amount, but it was enough by my standards. So, but I did notice that sill plate over there, so that even the antenna over here is broken off. But that I think I can fix with like a paper clip or something. I might do a video on that and how to fix that. We'll see how that turns out. But yeah, like they did step up the detail on these a bit. Got the opening trunk. Oops. Won't stay up here. Yeah, opening trunk. Spare tire in there. There is a jack in there too. It's just all painted black up against the firewall there. Or not the firewall, but the quarter panel. And this side over here where my finger is. Yeah. Pretty decent car. This one here, I think I'm going to class this one as like a Ratty, maybe. Just because it's missing a few parts, but I'll show you this too. Even the seats move on these. Not a whole lot, there's just a little bit of movement to them there. Again, this is one we could pull apart and take up the detail another notch. Although the Hemi in this thing's not too bad, really. Yeah, okay, so they even got more detail work in the engine bays. So this is a 2007 production model. So they even added the Hemi sticker on it, on the air cleaner here. They added the lines coming from the firewall, and some. I got some rad hoses now. You got a distributor there too. I may or may not pull this engine out and maybe put some spark plug wires running to it or something like that. Maybe we'll take it up another notch further. It's got a painted brake booster there that's really loose apparently. Oh, this car is full of surprises today actually. Never knew about that either. Huh, interesting. But yeah, the detail is not too bad when you look at this thing first glance. A lot better than the prior years, obviously. I mean, when 2007 came along, they had to do something here pretty soon because, you know, this was starting to get to be a competitive market with GMP and stuff like that. ERTL had to, you know, stay in the game still, try to step up their detail just to try and compete a bit. So, I mean, prior to all this, their models were pretty bland, so they created some more series of diecast, like Elite series and stuff like that. So, I mean, overall, pretty decent for the time, I'd say. I mean, you don't have your, I mean, obviously GMP, they got their own hood hinges right off in the corner here, which look really realistic. This is still using dog legs, but I mean, it's 2007 still, so I mean, you pay for what you get when you bought these. I mean, they were a cheaper price, so you wanted to step up the game in your models, you had to, you know, fork out $100, $200, $300 just for real mechanical moving parts and stuff like that. So I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, just an overall good car. Yeah, see, we're missing the sill plate here. I think I have one kicking around here. I think I'm able to use it. Try to collect extra, well, if I can collect extra parts, I try to. So it's got a shifter in it, but not a realistic pistol grip, which this car should have had. Would be like a pistol grip in it. It's just that's something that I would like to change if I could make a pistol grip. Yeah, or do something maybe, I don't know. It'd be nice if Acme or somebody would make parts for these, like little pieces that you could add on to, would be kind of nice. So this car's got the black Plymouth on the side. You know, some got the white lettering, and but we'll just flip her over here and I'll show you the underside of it. Don't want to break nothing here. So yeah, here's the underside of the car. Pretty plain Jane. I mean, they do got the exhaust painted, so I mean, they got the transmission painted aluminum color and the exhaust. So that's another step up a little bit, because they used to black out all this stuff, right? So, yeah, not too bad undercarriage. I mean, there you could still take this further and do more painting under here if you wanted to. They even got the right under here painted too, which I never knew that actually till I flipped this thing over. Finding out a lot today actually about this car. The other thing to note is too, if you bought prior Superbirds in the past, like prior to 2006, I believe, these were more jacked up in the rear end. If you happen to notice. So this car, you could, if you wanted to, you could pop these tires off and put some meatier tires back here. Maybe turn it into like a drag car or something like that. That's another interesting thing you could do. All the other Superbirds sat pretty low. Like, I mean, the rake, they didn't really have a rake on them. They just basically sat, like, you can imagine. I'll do a side-by-side comparison there for another video eventually. But yeah, this guy, I mean, other than the few pieces missing there, I took a good look at this car, and there's no scratches or nothing on it. Like, I looked at it that way. It looks pretty decent. It's just unfortunate that that's broke, but I think we can fix that and hide it. Make it like look like an invisible repair. And then see if we can get another rocker to put down here, maybe. If I can't find one, it's not a big deal. We can turn it into a drag car, too. Lots of options there. So this car has, okay, I guess at some point they also stopped making like the 50 state license plates. This just says American Muscle 1970. It's got the Plymouth across the back here and the red lenses and the tail lights. Got your Roadrunner and the Roadrunner logo over here. If you guys look back into one of my videos there, you'll see the blue Superbird, the petty blue one, and it was missing all this, and it's because I explained it in the, I didn't explain it in the video, but in the comments, back in early 2000s, ERTL lost the rights to use the Roadrunner, so there was a battle there for a while, and they eventually got it back, but there was a series of cars that were made that didn't have the Roadrunner on them, which is kind of rare now, actually, in that, if you look at it in that respect. So, I mean, there's a lot of, if nobody knew that, that's the reason why they lost the rights to use the Roadrunner, so they had to take all the stampings off, even inside the car, and the one on the headlights. Yeah, just go back to my Superbird video there, the blue one, Petty Blue. It'd be under the 10 fastest Mopar Muscle series. Which I wish I had collected more of, to be honest, back then. But I mean, back when I was collecting these cars, it was... if you went and bought them in stores, they were pretty cheap, like 25 bucks here and there, Walmart and whatever. But yeah, you had to order them from other places, and they got pretty pricey. I remember I was paying close to, well, anywhere from 50 to about almost 100 bucks each for one of these things. I mean, so... yeah, just a nice diecast there. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed that one, and like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.